The worst you can feel in this time is to not being able to achieve any of your goals. But, better late than never. It's always better late than never. And the best way to come back in the shortest period of time is through self-isolation. You need to isolate yourself to recharge your energy and to take control of your time. And in this video, we are going to discuss how you can use that self-isolation time to get the biggest comeback of your life. Trust me, all you need is just to focus on 3 things to cultivate that strength and confidence about your life. So what are we waiting for? Let's get straight to the video. First thing that you have to focus is small wins. Small wins are the best way to cultivate confidence about yourself every single day through small, manageable tasks you just gave yourself on a daily basis. And for this, you need to do 2 things. First is the clarity of your goals. Because if your goal is not clear, then you may not able to divide that into short and manageable chunks. But on the other hand, if your goal is clear to you, if you can divide your goal, your plan into small chunks, then you can simply achieve them every single day and get that confidence. And through this way, it was a lot easier to achieve your goals. So first step is to be so clear about your goal. And step 2 is to learn time management. And time management is, crucial for life, right? So if you don't know how to manage your time, and if you have no control over your time, if you are scrolling all of a sudden, if you're following your mood, if you are procrastinating, then how come you achieve that? So this time, you should focus on how you can learn some time management skill. Everyone is different. So you have to think about what time of the day you feel the most focused, when you should work the most, and which kind of techniques are actually helpful for you, how you can be more focused, and how you can save up as much time as possible. So these 2 steps combine into achieving small wins every single day. First, be so clear about whatever your goal is. Write down, because I just believe that when we write down something, it is way easier to follow that comparative to when we have something just in our heads and believing that we will remember that. Because if you follow multiple things at a time, you are not able to remember all that stuff because you forgot maybe. So it's better to write down your goals and be so clear and learn some time management skills so that you can combine them both and achieve those small goals, small wins every single day, and you are celebrating that. Because each time you complete the task you said you want to do, you feel so confident, and you will feel in yourself when you do it. So try that and feel confident. Number 2 is identity shift. When you shift your identity from something that you used to be to something that you choose to be in the future, your life starts to change. Identity shift is actually to step into a new kind of identity, which is different from who you choose to be. It's just like behaving like the person you always want to become and the person you admire. And the first step to identity shift is to let go of your past self. Because we are talking about getting our life together and getting that biggest comeback of our life, that needs us to let go of the past self of ours. Because if we hold on to our past self, then we will never be able to focus on our future. That you need to first let go of your past self before you enter your new identity. And sometimes that is the hardest thing that you can do during that time. But there's so many ways you can do it. And in the end, no matter how long it takes, maybe it takes longer than expected because some people was not able to let go and past self that easily, but at the end you have to. So let go of your past self before you step into your new identity. And step 2 is build an alter ego. Once you let go of your past self, now it's time to build that new identity, and you are like a blank sheet of paper, and now you choose what you would like to write on that paper. You can make sure you write something beautiful that you admire the most. And that can also be your alter ego. And I have a separate video on alter ego, so I'm not going to talk much about alter ego. You can go and watch that video if you want to build your alter ego. You have to step into that identity. I can do this by following the behaviors, her beliefs, her thoughts, her style, her sense, like everything just the way you write on that piece of paper or you just choose in your new identity. And you can also try something called scripting method, like you script the kind of person you want to become and you read that every single day and then you finally become that person. Next is to fix any kind of mindset gap or kind of limiting beliefs you have about your past self. Remember, you have already let go of your past self, so now she has nothing to do with you. You are just a blank sheet and paper. So now here you can write, and here you can be whatever you want to become. And that is why to fix any kind of mindset gaps, because I know that this is going to come. When you're shifting in your new identity and you encounter a same kind of situation that you used to, and your mind will say the same thing that you used to do. Now it's your choice if you believe, if you want that same reaction and you want to change it. It's up to you. And if this is not supporting your new identity, you can change it. And you can say that I let go of that past version of me. Now I'm a new self. So I'm just fixing that limiting belief or just the reaction I have, because you can choose, because now you're a different person. And lastly, this is something that I've been using for a really long time. It is to feel the fear and do it anyway. This is something that I've been using since I stepped into my new identity. I just say to myself, like, I'm going to feel this fear and I'm going to do it anyways. This is just what I feel that may help me to become my new self, because if one of her traits is to be the fearless. So if one of your future self traits is to be the fearless and bold kind of person, you can do it. Feel the fear and you do it anyways, because you're confident enough to do it and you have faith in yourself and you're courageous enough that you want to make it no matter what it is. Lastly, that is to focus on your habits and behavior. And the first step to do this is the awareness. Because if you're not aware of your own habits and the behaviors and the things that you have been following and how your day is actually going, my dear, how come you even take control of your life? So first step is to be so conscious about everything that you are doing in a day and be so aware about what are feeling, what is your mood, and what are your thoughts as well. Or maybe your thoughts are not positive enough for you to work on them. So these all things are combined. So before you adapt a new habit, that's also important for you to be aware of what you are actually been doing and how you are going to change that. And adapting new habits is also a thing that you have to do. But before that, you got to be aware of the old ones you used to have. Okay, so first we're going to work on who we actually are, and then we will think about the new things that we have to invest in ourselves. And remember one thing, that it takes 21 days to build a habit and 90 days to make that a nice. And that is all for this video. I hope you guys find it helpful. And give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because I post self-help content every week. And there are so many videos I post that was really helpful in your glow-up journey. I appreciate you, I support you, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.